To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. The story revolves around a town in Alabama in the summer of the 1930s. The town is very prejudiced towards African Americans. The story focuses on Scout, a young girl who narrates the story. Scout is a rebellious tomboy who has a fierce disposition, which is in Erickson's Industry versus Guilt. She develops an initiative when trying out new activities and is not overwhelmed by guilt. Scout also knows nothing about prejudice, which is a big part of the book. Her father, Atticus, is a lawyer and represents an African American man in the time of the 1930s, which is an extreme racist time. Scout learns to put herself in other people's shoes, which is part of Erickson's identity versus role confusion. Jem Finch is nearly 10 years old at the beginning of the story. He is more quiet and reserved than Scout. He is more in the Piaget concrete operations stage, where he can solve problems logically if they are focused on here and now. He is more familiar with prejudice than is Scout. Jem has high expectations for himself, which would put him in Bandura's self-efficacy stage. When these expectations are not met, though, Jem has a tough time resolving his feelings, which puts him in Erickson's Industry versus Inferiority, where he must face feelings of incompetence. Boo Radley is a recluse who never emerges from his house. He stabbed his father with a scissors and no one sees him anymore, because his parents have made him a prisoner of his own home. His parents are using Skinner's punishment by keeping him locked up in the house, decreasing the chance that he will do it again. The neighborhood kids have developed a myth that he is insane. Boo gets a bad rap as the story moves on. He is seen as one of the story's mockingbirds, as he is a really good person who is hurt by evil of mankind. Tom Robinson is a black farmhand accused of rape. He plays another one of the story's mockingbirds, as his reputation of being a black man in a racist time in society is tough. He is defended by Atticus Finch. Atticus Finch is the father of Scout and Jem. He is a lawyer, which means he too may have had high aspirations for himself as a child about Jem's age. He is pretty much a single father, in which his wife died when Scout was a young girl. Atticus is in Erickson's generativity versus stagnation stage, meaning he is a mature adult who is concerned with establishing and guiding the next generation, or he feels personal impoverishment. Atticus definitely uses modeling to keep his children positive in the everyday life. Finally, Aunt Alexandra. She is Atticus's sister who moves in with the family since Atticus's wife has passed away. Aunt Alexandra has a different perspective on race than that of Atticus. She represents Bandura's social learning concept of observational learning. Aunt Alexandra obviously picked up on how to be a racist from someone who modeled that for her. Luckily, Aunt Alexandra changed her ways of being a racist.